Every day, thousands of people are contacted by scammers looking to take their money and steal their personal information and some percentage of those scams work and trick victims into handing over what is rightfully theirs. Either by phone or in person, scam artists are hard at work and law enforcement often can't get people their money back after they've been victimized. With that in mind, authorities are trying to educate the public about how to avoid falling for scams in the first place. To that goal, Middlesex District Attorney Marian was at the Burlington Senior Center to give the audience tips on how to spot scams and what to do if they feel like something just doesn't feel right.
We really do this to educate people to better protect themselves. Our goal is not just to prosecute somebody and try to get their resource back, but to cause people not to lose those resources in the first place. So by just giving people some tips on how they can protect themselves against phone scams, the in-person scams, they can really avoid ever giving up their resources.
Part of the reason to work diligently to get information out to people is because the number of scams reported to authorities keeps on growing.
These scams are everywhere, and people get any number of calls a day. And, unfortunately, especially people now who are over the age of 60, lots of them have a lot of resources. The value of their house increased greatly. They might have some pension money or Social Security money, and they're easy prey for lots of these things.
So what are some clear signs that something is a scam?
Anybody who's asking you to send them gift cards, anybody who's asking you to send money, cash, someplace, anybody who's really pressuring you to do something quickly. If you don't do this, your Social Security benefits won't come, your credit card won't work, those kinds of things. Those are all indications that it's not going to go well.
One hallmark of a scam is pressure to act immediately. DA Ryan says that if you are being pressured or made to feel scared by someone, you should slow down, take a breath, and think about the situation clearly.
Nothing is ever going to expire in 5 minutes. So if you really think you might be interested, but you might be being pressured, just put the person off, call the police department, and check it out.
Finally, scammers are clever and will play a long game with people, and part of how they make scams work is by collecting information, sometimes just in conversation, that they will use later to make people trust them or believe them.
So people need to think of their personal information really broadly. It isn't just your bank account number or your Social Security. It's the kinds of things that can be used to ensnare you when somebody calls with a scam. So, for instance, giving out the names of your grandchildren or where your grandchildren go to school, that kind of thing. Then when you get a call that references that information, it serves its purpose to distract you and make you nervous and thinking about sending the money when you don't realize you might have innocently given that information away in a conversation.
From the Burlington Senior Center, I'm BNEWS Director Rich Hosford.